Okay, so I just finished filming those shots that you just saw, I think. It's raining and I realized I didn't have any opening shots of San Francisco when it was raining, so I thought I should go out and film some. I'm gonna head home now and go work on some art. So last week I finished up the Star-Eyed Dog illustration, and I think I want to spend a little bit of time today just kind of organizing things. I'd like to see all the different color waves laid out onto a page and start mapping out some of my ideas for this illustration. If you're new to my channel, or you just missed it, I recently decided to start a small business where I sell my art and products designed by me through an online store. I'm giving myself a year to get things up and running and decided to vlog my entire process through this experience. For a lot of these product illustrations, I want them to work for multiple things. Specifically, I want each one to be able to work well as a sticker. To do this, I cropped all the different colorways, and then I added borders to stickerify the art. To get some variety, I thought it would also work well to do some sticker versions where I separated out the dog head from the background. And while I was mocking up those stickers, I ended up getting even more ideas for different color combos. Since I first sketched this drawing, I've been imagining it on a shirt, and it felt so great to finally be mocking these up and seeing what these shirts could potentially look like. Because this illustration had a few different elements to play with, I found myself mixing pieces of it up and creating a variety of different options that could all work for the final design. Okay, I'm really liking some of the new colorways that I came up with. Granted, it's just taking some of the older ones and putting them onto black, but hey, I think they're looking cool. Yeah, with any of the colorways, I'm planning on either making shirts or stickers, but I think I'll probably just pick my favorite of the three and then go from there, make a version that's black and make a version that's on a white shirt. I'm saying that now, but knowing me, I'll probably try to do quite a few of them. For the stickers, I think they're in a pretty good place. I'm not quite sure yet whether I want to just do the heads or include the big box around them as well. I think I want to try to include a sticker with every item that's purchased. And then for the shirts, I ended up making a lot of them. I just played around with the designs a lot, trying to see what composition would work the best. The initial design of just having the box on the front and the box on the back, it felt kind of boring to me. I really like having the lettering stacked on the front and then having the box on the back. But I also really like having no box on the back and having this kind of arched thing going on with the lettering. It almost feels like it's creating this invisible circle with the collar, which I really like. With the arched lettering, I also really like the box on the front. So I think those are kind of my top two contenders right now. Top three contenders. Box on the front, arched lettering on the back. Lettering on the front, arched lettering on the back, and lettering on the front, box on the back. Let me know what you think. I'll put all three up on the screen, and then you guys in the comments let me know which out of the three you like the most. I'm out of time today, but I think I'm going to spend tomorrow working on the next illustration. My plan is to do this heron with the sun behind it. I'm hoping that I can get that illustration done, or at least partway done tomorrow, and that way I can start taking it through the same steps that I did here. After filming that, things quickly changed, and I wasn't able to start the next illustration for another few days. I feel like this week has already gotten away from me, and it's only Tuesday. There's just a lot going on this week. I have a lot of work I have to do at my job. I have a commission. I have to renew my passport. There's just a lot. All I want to do is work on this illustration and get it to a place that I'm happy with. But this is just the way it is sometimes. My week was primarily taken up by outside work, but anytime I had a little bit of free time, I would try to work on the illustration and attempt to get as much done as I could. After getting a good sketch of the heron, I moved on to drawing the sun, and I thought that it would be a good idea to use the symmetry tool. Unfortunately, using 10 axes caused my computer to lag an unbearable amount, but I found a workaround. I then spent the next few days lining everything and working on the illustration, trying to get it to a more finished place. Once it was looking good, I started playing a little bit with colors and then even made a second version with a filled-in sun. Okay, last night I was able to finish up these illustrations, but this morning I woke up sick, which is exactly what I need in my already busy week. God, life just really gets in the way sometimes. Even though I'm sick and I'm tired, I do actually have a lot of time today, so I'm going to try to channel all of my remaining energy creatively. I spent the entire rest of the day working on this project, which felt so good after spending the majority of the week not being able to. I think for me, weeks like this can start to feel very difficult. All I want to do is make things. I love creating, and when my week gets so busy that it stops me from doing the thing that I love, I can get really frustrated. It can honestly make me pretty upset, and unfortunately, this busyness has been reoccurring more and more. In weeks like this, it feels like everything is trying to fight for my time, and I'm doing my best to keep what little time I have for creating alive. It feels like I'm nurturing a flame that's struggling to stay lit, as if there's all this rain and debris and wind that's trying to smother it. It honestly can start to feel pretty exhausting. But I love creating things, and I will make sure, no matter what, even in my busiest weeks, that I will find time for it. Because this is the thing that I love, and the thing that brings me peace. And hopefully, one day, I'll be able to create as often and as much as I want to. These are looking pretty good. I think I'm in a pretty good place right now. I came up with a bunch of different color options for the heron, just like I did with the star-eyed dog, and I like all of the different varieties that I have. I don't think all of these options work for what I'm trying to create. Honestly, out of each of these, I'm probably gonna pick 4 to move forward with. I at least want to just start experimenting with just the black designs for each of them. This whole process is more about like ideation and coming up with different ways I could kind of use these different colors. I think when it comes to stickers, I could probably do all of them. I think almost all of these different colorways work for stickers, but I don't think all the different colorways work for shirts and tote bags and actual products. In my opinion, I think it works a lot better to just stay more simple. I at least just like more simple designs, so I think that's why I'm leaning that way. But yeah, the star-eyed dog works really well for t-shirts. When I was experimenting with the Heron illustration though, I found that I was only really liking it for white shirts. It's just that I feel like there's not enough elements. It feels a little bit boring. I think I'd still want a shirt of this design, but I decided to also try out the totes with this design, and I really like it on the tote bags. I especially like this wider tote bag, specifically with the smaller heron illustration in the corner. I think it's really cool. I like that. I haven't really seen that before, and that actually makes me kind of worried that I won't be able to do that. Right now I'm just ideating and just doing whatever I feel like, but when it comes to actually making these products, I am kind of limited to just using print-on-demand sites, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to let me just print anywhere on the bag. This might push me into buying bags at wholesale and then looking into local screen printers, but I think for now I just want to stick to the basics. Baby steps. I want to try a few different print-on-demand sites, see if that works, and if it doesn't, then I'll cross that bridge. But yeah, I think I got a lot done this week. I feel like I was pretty productive, especially with how busy the rest of my life was. And I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Oh, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know what your favorite colorway is, or what product you think these designs would look good on. I definitely have my favorites, but I want to hear what you guys think.